Hello and welcome back, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. I'm your host, Daddy Tarzan, 82855 with all on all social media platforms. And with me is the wonderful cast and crew of 2B Dice Adventures. And we are here to bring you another episode of Star Wars Edge of the Empire. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and roll out our cast for tonight's episode. We have a full cast list here today for you. So let's go ahead and get that rolling out now, starting off with our Chiss agent, Jay. Ooh. I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute myself on Discord. Greetings and salutations to all you wonderful 2B Dicers. Again, my name is Daddy Tarzan 82855 on all social media. With me is the wonderful casting crew of 2B Dice Adventures, bringing you another episode of Star Wars here right now. So, with that, we got a full cast today for tonight's episode. Let's go ahead and start off with our cast introductions, starting with our Chiss agent, Jay.
Hi everybody, I'm Jay. You can find me at JasonV131 on TikTok, and yes, I am playing Kesh, your lovable Chiss agent who is completely innocent, hasn't done anything suspicious at all. No, I will not be taking comments from anybody. And yeah, just here to make sure that the trade-off goes very smoothly with a very, very, very special person that I'm very excited to witness.
Wonderful. Up next, the one that seems to be the most excited about meeting our topic of this episode, not the wind.
It's me. Hi, I'm Matt, also known as War Torn Knight out there on the interwebs, and I have the wonderful pleasure of playing Chev Visto, the pilot of the Northwind Chimera, a very accomplished pilot, and by trade during the day is a freighter, and by night has been a smuggler for a very long time. So getting to talk to the one and only Hondo Onaka. This is truly going to be a treat for Hondo Onaka to actually meet the best pilot in the galaxy.
Up next is one of the two brothers of our campaign, Force Sensitives, Ichani descendants. Oh,
Hello, everybody. It's me, Victor, also known as Victor the Story Weaver, and I am playing one half of the Mudhorn dynamic duo of the brothers Oho and Raul, a Ekani Force sensitive raised by Night Sisters on Dathomir, and recently reconnected to the sensitivities of the Force, though his profession and trade is the art of killing silently, stealthily. And if you ever thought that you may have seen Oho somewhere, no, you didn't.
wonderful. Up next, our goodest of boys, the smuggler of smugglers, Ego.
Hi, I'm Ren. I go by Masquerade on the internet. I also sound like I'm underwater. I play Ego, a force sensitive Twi'lek scoundrel, a charmer who has never done anything wrong in his life. Ego's here for the vibe. Also, we learned that he has a sister who is trapped in. You know what? We don't even get into it. We don't even get into it.
A
We don't
little
get
Force
into it.
vision. It was a very interesting little revelation. That being said, up next is the second half of the Mudhorns Special Forces Squad. Oh,
Hello, it is I, Oz, aka also known as the force of nature that blows away ego's peace of mind. Um, the the second half of the brothers, Thurzian, brother, both of which raised on Dathomir, and it tends to be a little bit on the edgy side, and a little bit handsy with explosives, and that's everyone loves a good time.
Indeed. And finally, to wrap tonight's cast off is our resident bipedal tank and artillerist, Dove.
Hey guys, I'm Dia, also known as Diabel.cos on all social media. As our lovely Taza described, I played Dove, Zabraki bounty hunter, former vanguard of the Night Sisters. Failed, or rather successive, second coming of Savage Press, depending on who you ask. But she's far more focused on the bounty hunting trade than all that. And also, with her several dozen, how many weapons do we have now? I don't know, I've lost count. She probably doesn't know either. She's got wings, so we're in a flight suit. We're airstriking everyone.
There's nowhere that Dove can't touch you. That being said, that is our cast of 2E Dice Adventures. Thank you for joining us for tonight's episode, episode 78, Trading Solutions. Where we last left off... My bad. Where we last left off was the group had just made their journey to Batu after receiving a commission from Cryo Industries, I believe. Where is he? They received a job offer from a CEO of a company to transport explosives and armaments to the planet of Batu. The intended recipient, Hondo Onaka, a infamous pirate who has aligned himself with the rebels throughout his career, and at this juncture in time is endeavoring to become a legitimate businessman. What he's planning on doing with explosives, we don't know, but we're about to find out on tonight's episode. The rest of this journey is to be diced. Before we get started, may our cast go ahead and start rolling luck side tokens. I see we already got started so far, and we're doing pretty well. Not mad at that. But let's go ahead and finish rolling those out so we can see how today is going to go.
Tarzan, while that is happening, I do have a question for you in the game channel chat.
Ooh. Let me take a gander at that. Let's take a look at the shop.
There's no quantity listed.
I know. I gotta take a look at the shop. But that one's on
The brothers
Slate.
are feeling dark
Renowned-
today.
Renowned Industries.
Yeah.
Very dark, very edgy today. The very strong overcast.
Slade's Emporium. Yeah, you guys love your dark side points for sure.
You're telling me that the Chiss,
The Chiss rolled
was the
2 light
one
side.
who went on the light side today? The
Yes!
Chiss. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Really?
Only
In
one.
2025, Victor?
Listen. I'm not saying I'm not want to be generalizing anything, but all I'm saying is
Victor,
this is
stop
the
or get
Chiss
canceled.
try to convince the Empire that he was that the rebels to say that he was calling his mom.
And you know what? That doesn't mean he's a Sith Lord.
I will present
St-
Darth Jar Jar as my counteroffer.
7.
Well, we all
Right.
know he's a Sith Lord.
36.
He literally said it himself.
I actually recently just told somebody about the Darth Jar Jar conspiracy and watched their head explode, and it was great.
It's a rarity of 6.
Good feeling.
It's 7 dark side, 2 light side.
This is fine. We're just
Oh.
talking to Hondo Onaka.
Uh-huh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Mhm.
Listen,
Unfortunately, there's only the
I'm-
one of that item. Just,
I may not have thrown a grenade in the last
Oh,
couple episodes.
Did not mean to do that.
so let's see how
Not
many.
helping.
Heard
seconds
Tarzan.
we got.
I didn't mean to do that.
We got 2 light side. Holy crap, you guys are
It should
rolling
be
strong.
7 dark side.
Woo!
It should be 7, yeah.
You guys are generous today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right. So we last left off with the crew entering the makeshift stronghold that was constructed by Onaka and his company. Coming face to face with the infamous pirate turned businessman, the crew actually Ego, Dove, and Chav. Go ahead and give me a quick. This would be a knowledge check, I believe. Let's take a gander here. Give me a outer rim check, hard difficulty.
Oh.
Knowledge.
Do I get a boost die because of my profession?
That's fair. I'll give that to you.
And you said
This is-
hard difficulty?
Yes.
If this is about Hondo, do I get a boost die because I was the one who called him?
It pertains to him, so yeah, that's fair.
I'm not.
No
stupid.
successes for Chavisto.
Guys. Guys.
1 success, 1 threat.
Not bad. Nothing to worry there. And then final result from Dovey. Lovey
Not letting
dovey.
me click on my dice. Please hold.
Oh no.
How rude.
Let's see. So far, so good.
There we go.
Okay.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Ego. Yes. Ego, you quickly take notice that the interior of this structure, it's not a standard building. This is manufactured clearly, and you quickly come to the realization that you guys are that Onaka and his crew managed to partially bury a ship, and are using it as a makeshift base of operations. And you realize that you are standing inside of an Corona class armed frigate. And Onaka sitting in the. You guys are currently in what would be the general quarters or the common area space of this ship, and it's massive in its own right. But you guys come about 20, 30 feet away from the pirate, or Onaka. Well, he's not a pirate anymore, so we'll refer to him as Onaka. And he just leans forward in his chair after he sets down his goblet to the side, hands steepled together, looking at you all intently. So, my shipment has arrived. Tell me. How was the journey?
Hmm.
If somebody more qualified doesn't speak, Chav will.
I just figured Dove contacted him.
Yeah.
How was the journey, dear Captain?
Oh, Chav wasn't with us.
Chav
I
was
think
not with us.
Well, my
I think-
journey
Well,
actually was
whoever was
pretty
driving,
solid. Oh.
I
that
think
still answers the question.
it was Johnny. I think was driving the. I don't know. We have so many vehicles. It's real
That
bad.
is
We do have so many vehicles. Everyone got here in one piece, so that's really
Yeah.
all we should be
You-
caring about.
The
Yes,
point
I
is we made
believe.
it.
The
I'll take
point
the
is
point.
said.
I'll take the point to remind everybody that Oho didn't go along with the rest of the party.
Right.
Oho is technically not there because Oho just
Mm.
decided to stay behind with the
Mhm.
little ship so
Oh,
that
right,
he
you have the
Mhm.
partner.
I
Mhm.
do, so that I can actually keep observe and recon and make my own approach
Gotcha.
this whole thing.
So Kesh was driving.
Cash
Mhm.
was driving, but Dove made the contact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dove was tagging along. We didn't encounter anything, so it's pretty chill on our arrival
Mhm.
here.
Point stands, everything and everyone is in one piece, and no one was followed. And she's looking at the others to make sure no one was followed, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Clean as a whistle.
All just kind
Um,
of stared at you.
Kesh has his helmet on, and he's relaying all of this because he's not turned the mic on his mask. He's relaying everything to Oho, just like there's these many people, Honda's in front of us, like giving him the layout.
A transcript of the scene.
Pretty much.
Is there a window to this room, by the way?
No, you're inside of a ship.
A ship
Ship. Okay.
beneath the ground.
Well, that story was invigorating, to say the least. Welcome aboard, the Akushnet. I am your humble host, Hondo Naka. I'm sure some of you have known some of my exploits. Dove, it is great to see you again. Wonderful. How's your partner? What was his name? Don't tell me, I can remember. Hold on. What was his name? As he turns over to one of his advisors, trying to he kind of whispering in his ear, trying to remember who he's referring to. But you probably have a pretty good idea of what he's talking about.
I'd be surprised if you can remember. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Let's see if he can remember his name. And since you guys were able to identify the ship, we'll go ahead and reveal that to the table. Hondo, where are you at, buddy? There you are. This would be a knowledge check. Lore. That was hard. No successes. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember though. But the one with the kid, you two still working together?
No. Kid's fine.
That's
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Less so, I
Vulcan.
presume.
Yes, Vulcan. sorry to hear that you are no longer partners. But the times that we did work together, it was great.
Unfortunately, he's not as slippery as you were, Hondo. Maybe he could have taken a couple pages from your book.
You always have to have a backup plan whenever getting in sticky situations. Speaking of, I appreciate you bringing my merchandise to me. Where is it? As he turns to his crew, they're currently offloading it. You're offloading it and setting it in front of the staging point in front of the entryway where you guys came in through. His right hand man. Let's see. Didn't roll up an NPC yet. Let's go with. I don't know. That's a Shevin. I liked that. A Shevin, large, bulky creature with an elongated cranium, sentient elephant species with massive heads that stretch the length of their entire bodies, gray skin, black eyes, and blonde hair. Turns to this individual, Luna. Make sure the merchandise is properly stored and contained. We don't want any accidental discharges around it. It cause unnecessary surprises. Thank you. We were in need of some demolition work for some projects that we have going ahead. Tell me, do you guys have any idea of what I do? It is exactly. No, I'm not
Was that in
pirating it.
canon? Because Jeff.
And no, it is not piracy.
Well, sure. With that amount of explosives, you can take out a small army.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not piracy anymore?
Yes,
Skeptical.
I've gone legitimate. I'm a honest businessman now. I started the company Onaka Trading Solutions. So I handle shipments and cargo and whatnot. However, I do handle some business on the low, obviously. But startup businesses, it's kind of hard to get your footing when you limit yourself when it comes to growing a business. So, we needed some off the books merchandise, and you guys present a unique opportunity for me if you are looking for some work. Are you looking for work?
Well, I certainly have holes in my pockets.
Good. So, like I said, I deal on side business on the side, obviously. But I'm currently in an arrangement to ship some merchandise for a certain figure within the Black Sun sphere. And if you know my origins, you know that I used to be a slave when I was young, and managed to make my escape on the back of a Rancor after some extravagant plotting and well-timed planning. But
Insight check.
Yeah, I wanted to do an insight check.
How dare you
badly.
not believe him?
It's Hondo, and you're spending time on an insight check?
How
Yep.
dare you not believe him? He rides the Rancors, with no fear.
Fuck no. What the fuck do I roll?
I'm
you
giving
guys,
him the benefit of the doubt because it's funnier that way.
you guys roll cool, and I'm going to roll these.
For what?
You guys roll cool.
Cool.
Do I have any? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Again, would you like to roll? This is a point that I like to stress in TTRPGs, that you should only roll when a chance of success or failure is a thing. If it's assuredly one way or the other, you shouldn't roll.
Okay.
So many
Yeah.
things.
Got the max out of it, I will say.
With that makes it 6 successes against your guys'
Oh.
2. So
Yeah.
you get a sense he
Oh, I see.
legitimately rode out on the back of a Rancor during his escape from slavery.
I want to read his mind.
Yeah, I
Good.
feel like you'd get lost in his mind, to be completely honest.
Honestly, yeah. It's a murky quagmire.
Yeah.
That being said, I am currently in dealings with the individual by the name of. Second, we got to go back to his sheet. There we go. There you are. Good old Hondo. Where'd you go? Whoa. All right, chill out. He's the Lord of the Black Sun currently. Lord Uton. Go back up. There we go. Ooh, Monaka transport. There we go.
Would Raw and Oho know Black Suns?
Current leadership? Maybe. Give
Have no
me.
Black Suns in current leadership.
I was right. Lord Gyoti. Give me a hard underworld check.
Underworld? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a boost die because Chev is a smuggler.
Yeah, you guys would have. That's fair. You guys would have an increased chance of hearing the name in your guys' ring of operations.
Furthermore, I don't know if Oho or Kesh are going to be rolling. Do they get an additional boost die for potentially looking at another Black Sun member's dossier in the outpost that we just blew up?
This is true. You
I
do
was
have.
trying to put my brain of like where did the Black Sun came into play earlier.
Not Caltho the Hut, the other Altho the Hut that was
Yeah. Turned traitor. Yeah.
incarcerated. Yeah.
Trader Hut. That's right. Yeah, Altho. Yeah, that's fair. You guys could have an extra boost die for that for recent information. Okay, we're looking at 1 failure, 1 success. So that's a flat
Fucking
0.
Doug, Jesus.
Ego.
I know these people. I don't work with them, but I know them.
You used to date
hello,
this
Kesh.
guy or something with 4 successes. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah,
What
Dove,
did
you
do?
Dove, you probably you probably taken down a couple of his enforcers before in your line of work. I would assume with that many
Fucking
successes.
Kesh, Jesus.
Apparently, I know the underworld pretty well.
Hmm.
Well,
Kesh,
you
I'm gonna
gotta
need you to
roll
calm
your,
down.
You need
Oh,
your
yeah.
difficulties.
you
The
gotta roll your
difficulty, yeah.
difficulties.
What is the
Hard.
difficulty?
Hard.
Hard. Okie dokie. Rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cash, I mean,
Well-
you with your training, you typically you've had some experience in learning some of the criminal underworlds, as that was one of your potential avenues of integration into this system. However, the Chiss wanted a foothold in the Rebel Alliance, so they sent you that way instead. Dove, yeah, with your successes still, there's potential with your line of work that you've attempted to capture, or at least captured or eliminated some of his lieutenants. but Lord Gyuti is a prominent figure within the Black Sun sphere. That he deals heavily in slave trade. Pauline individual. He was involved in a fiasco on Ryloth that nearly cost him his life. Probably that's probably the point in time when you would have encountered him during your time as a bounty hunter. Yeah. Everybody else, name's kind of new to you. Maybe some vague passing of the name, but only a select few of you actually know how dangerous this individual is. But yeah. So I took a shipment of merchandise for Lord Gyuti, and when I come to find out that is a shipment full of slaves, I into a moral conniption, and I wouldn't be distraught if the shipment was lost or liberated in a sense. But however, I have a legitimate business face to maintain, so I cannot be seen or involved in the liberation of this merchandise, if you will. That is where you will come in. If you are interested.
Dove is very carefully watching Ego's reaction to this. And also, she's kind of proud of Hondo, actually.
Ego just has a very carefully pleasant, if neutral face. He's saying nothing, which is new.
I think in that, with Ego saying nothing and showing like a very rigid expression, Kesh and his mask just like turns slightly, like his head actually turns towards Ego in an actual like moment of the fuck just happened.
So, I can't promise you any pay. I mean, granted, I did take the money from Lord Gyuti, so I'm already covered, but I could probably trade some of the explosives that we purchased from Camion. We could trade for your services. How does that sound?
If my associates wouldn't mind me potentially negotiating some type of reward here, as somebody who is also in the logistics business, both above and below table, you do definitely have a lot more resources than this lonely freighter here. I am curious as to how good you guys actually are. Are you guys really good? You know, if something needs getting somewhere, how much can I guarantee that it's going to get wherever in the galaxy that I want?
With Onaka Trading Solutions, we find a solution for every business need. We can get
Every
your
business need?
I wouldn't make the promise otherwise.
And Chev's going to kind of like take a step forward, lean in a little bit, and goes, how about running the Imperial blockade on Nothwin?
Give me... Interesting. Give me a charm
Listen,
check.
Chev's goal in all of this is trying to gather allies to fucking free Nothwin.
Pretty much sure that this roll is called "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is" roll.
You said a charm check,
Yeah.
His Majesty Lord GM.
Yes, sir.
What difficulty?
It's going to be contested by Onaka's
Oh,
charm.
This is one of those
contested.
Box of Doom rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Contested is fun.
Which smuggler is more charming? Holy
Oh.
shit!
gotta do
I
the same thing.
cannot beat that. Like,
Mm.
legitimately, the math is not there for me to beat that.
Roll anyway. I want to
Chav,
see.
Chav, I'm giving you both my triumphs, so you get 2 automatic successes from that.
2 automatic successes?
Yeah, from the triumphs, or unless that gives you boost die. I'm trying to recall.
His Majesty Lord GM.
That's fair.
Okay, me.
If there's
2
one moment when
successes
if
is-
there's one moment when that would come in handy.
2 automatic successes.
Go and how to try.
Oh, don't even need them. The box of doom has spoken.
I calculated them in there. I added the
okay.
2 successes.
Still.
Nice. Love to see it.
The advantages cancel out. That is a total of 1 success for Chav Visto.
You see him lean back in his chair, hands still steeple. What you suggest is along the lines of the same operational capabilities that I conducted myself in during my time of piracy while I was fighting alongside General Kenobi and General Skywalker. What you ask for is a big commitment, my friend.
True. That is true. But call me a if you want to call me a bleeding heart rebel. Somebody who just asked us to lose a shipment of slaves might be a little bit into the business of running a blockade on a planet that is actually a cover for an invasion.
I see you tugging on my heartstrings. See it. And
A few there are.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. By the way, what is your name?
Chav Visto, best
Visto.
pilot in the galaxy.
Mr. Visto. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Again,
The pleasure is all mine.
We can talk business in terms of what you're looking for. I can't make any explicit promise as of now. The resources aren't quite there as of yet. But a continued working relationship, we could potentially get to a point where both parties benefit such an endeavor. But for now, let's just table that idea for later.
I think that tracks. For the record, I'm not asking you to line up and try to punch a hole in the blockade with proton torpedoes and seismic charges and all that stuff. That would be crazy. I'm asking other people to do that.
You have aspirations, and I admire a man with aspirations.
I had a feeling you would.
So, what can the great Hondo Onaka do for you in the most present moment that would entice you to help me along with this little complication in my business ledger?
Chav does a slow turn.
Other than an entire planet being in your debt.
No, tabling that for later. I'm talking about the situation with a container full of people. How can I get you guys to agree to help me with this situation?
As we previously discussed, we wanted it to be expended on in good company. And he would know W uses that as a term to refer to the people involved and only those involved in the discussion that's about to follow. Your little heist of Belsavis. Any old tricks before the old dog retires.
You see his face shift. Curiosity. Interest. What do you know about my past endeavors on Belsavis?
Officially, only what you've told me. And if I recall correctly, Tarzan, during their last communications, Hanzo had briefly touched on being able to deliver some smuggling opportunities, I think it was. I can't remember if he was dropping things off or getting things out. But either way,
That's right,
he had
yeah.
an in.
Yes, that's right. So, yes, we can do something with Belsavis. We have a regular shipping arrangement of a certain type of coffee, caffeine beans that we smuggle out of the prison planet. I have a way in. Yes, we could work something out there. So, does that mean we have an accord in terms of helping me with my current complication?
Kedge is going to turn his mic on. How many of this unfortunate cargo is there?
Well, we're currently in possession of about 6 containers. Rough estimates about 50 people per container. 50 units.
Do you know what their current condition is? Are these captured civilians or are there fighters amongst them?
The Laxon tends to deal in workforce labor. They're not ones to put up much of a fight, but agreeable in strong backs, typically. So, given enough training, they could potentially be sufficient fighters or capable pirates, but like myself, when I was a young lad. But these guys, ones will be a little more on the less fortunate side.
I think, out of curiosity, as always listening to all of this, Raul will probably get a message from Oho to suggesting him to maybe ask if there are any Sabrak, any Akani, any Thursians amongst these people.
Hey there, Mr. Hondo. Have you heard tell of any Zabrak, a Thursian, or Akani civilians amongst these unfortunates?
The Black Suns, they don't discriminate when it comes to slave labor, so there's potential. There could be some amongst them. Are you looking for
Would
someone
be
in
able-
particular?
Not quite sure as of yet, but they could be here. Would we be able to check the cargo?
I'd assume the supposed infiltrators of this shipyard would be able to have their run of the mill, so to speak. I can't make any promises, as I am not to be. I am a legitimate businessman trying to deliver cargo, and we are in transition of change of ships. Once the shipment comes in, they send their ship back, and then I send my ships to pick up that cargo, and then that cargo goes off to its intended destination, so on and so forth.
I see.
So-
You're the middleman.
Essentially,
And
legitimate
where
middleman.
are these cargo? Where is this cargo located?
You were just there. It's in the shipyards of Lex Spire
Hmm.
Outpost. It's
Alright.
that is my creation. I managed to found the Black Spire Outpost as a means of creating a legitimate business front. How did you like my little project? It's quite accommodating, if I say so myself.
It was
Well,
very
I think. Go ahead.
humbling.
Did you guys acquire any pets?
Not yet.
There's plenty of incredible species there, but I don't think we have the space or the capacity.
If I may share my
Meant to
bias
be.
a little, I have two Koakian lizard monkeys myself. And he whistles, and you see two green-skinned lizard monkeys hop up onto the back of his throne, and they just look at you.
You can train them. That's impressive.
They're intelligent creatures, lots of personality to them as well.
As he's talking to Hondo, he's sending a text to his brother via his computer brain. Basically, do you think the Rebel Alliance would take these civilians?
To Hondo or to Oho?
To Oho.
I think Oho replies with, once your freedom has been taken in such a way, the fuel to fight for something great may be highly enhanced. It could be a place for some of them who may want to do something about it. And then there will be the others who maybe just want to find quietude and peace, like we once searched.
So we give them a choice. He messages it back.
We always give people choice.
Oh, this merchandise, if you will, manages to help themselves get lost, so on and so forth. Easier for me to claim. What's the phrase? Blissful ignorance.
Plausible deniability is what you're looking for.
There we go. I knew I liked this one. Plausible deniability. It would make it easier for me to assuade Lord Beauty's suspicions if I have no evidence left over of their presence here, as well as none of my people are involved with the so-called liberation.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, really like this guy.
Well, hypothetically speaking, was there a hypothetical manifest that came with them?
Of course, I have to have a. Granted, it's not going to be listed under.
Of course, but
Units, like you said earlier.
if that particular cargo item was to disappear off the manifest, anyone guarding it attacked but not killed but harmed,
Yes,
making it seem like a rival gang assaulted it, and you become innocent because it was your people that got injured. Bravely defending.
Preferably not
the
too
cargo.
injured would be the idea. But you seem to be on the right track, and I like this idea so far.
Well, hypothetically, are the people who would be working security in the stockyard where this shipment container would be kept, are those your people?
Yes, I mean the outpost is my outpost, so my people occupy it. but I could arrange, an early break of some of the staff or a lighter
Well,
skeleton.
if that was to happen, that would raise suspicion on you being a legitimate businessman orchestrating a misplacement of cargo. And I just look over at Rawl and Dove, and knowing that speaking to Oho and myself, there are ways to just make it look like a quick run grab. Hypothetically. Without actually killing anyone. Pretty easily.
Interesting.
I think you get a message. Kesh and Raul get the message from Oho for Hondo's business to stay clean. His people will have to bleed a little bit.
There's just a confirmation ridicule from Kesh from that. Obviously, some may have to be injured but not killed. We need to make this look hypothetically. This is all speculation, but at least believable.
Indeed. So,
Chev is now racking his brain trying to think about if he has ever seen Rawl, Kesh, Dove, Oho, any of them using anything akin to a stun weapon.
I have
Yeah.
stun arrows.
Wow.
Those droids.
Yeah,
You
Roll's
don't know
actually done non-lethal takedowns. Like I'm more thinking that Roll could just go through that place and non-lethally take down people.
I'm laughing so much because I said that and everybody goes, "Oh, I can, absolutely."
Yeah,
When
and also
have
I'd
you?
like to point out that
When
that,
have you?
yeah, that Kesh has
Listen,
like
did
stun
it
arrows,
work? No.
non-lethal stuff. I think we also grabbed like flashback, the equivalent of flashbang grenades, like extreme stun grenades as
How
well.
many
Like we have
inches of
items.
dust are on them?
How about
We're
this?
like, maybe we should grab like a stun grenade so that we don't have to kill everybody,
have
and then
several.
we kill
We-
everybody.
Yeah, we picked up a few from Nashadar. Like they're like pretty heavy duty stun grenades that do a lot of damage. Stun
And point of
like,
order?
stun wise.
Point of order: I did not mention Ego because Ego has only done one thing wrong, and it didn't involve having to knock somebody out.
How about this to add to the plan? If we're trying to do this with as less physical casualties as possible, why don't you well, no, the people transporting them, the people guarding them, make it a test for any greenhorns you have, the ones who are more likely to comply when placed under duress with not as much convincing. No one really goes after slaves unless they know what a ship is carrying, or by sheer dumb luck. They're not very valuable on their own. Usually it's supplies that get targeted. Usually it's supplies that have heavier weaponry and more experienced guards.
Well,
this sounds a little accusatory, as if you've seen me at work back in my pirating days. So, I like the way you think. This sounds like a very good plan. So,
Doing this means that you don't get involved at all. It's just an unfortunate accident.
we set up a means of transport for the actually you set up a means of transport for the merchandise, if you will, to make their escape, and we execute them. So we're on the right track. I like this idea. We just need you guys need a little more time to prepare for
I
it.
will confer with my comrades after I make a few calls at potentials of avenues to allowing the cargo to disappear.
Good. So, while you're here, please enjoy your stay. We have amenities, refreshments, food. We're preparing a feast here shortly. Make yourselves at home. Welcome to my business. And it's a pleasure doing business with you, and I look forward to endeavors. And we'll talk more about this raid of Northwind. This would be quite interesting. We need to.
Oh, nobody's saying raid, just delivering some cargo.
Yes, that. Delivery. Blockade. Blockade delivery. I like this. All right, be gone. Go refresh yourselves. Acquaint yourselves with my crew. And rest up. Make your plans.
Tarzan, as we're leaving, I just want to look at Hondo. What is the likelihood that he will sell us out at a moment's notice?
Shit. Give me. Would this be? What this be? Where are you, Hondo? Let's see. I guess this would still be a cool check.
Cool. Can I apply my sense force power to this in some way?
Sick. Yeah, you can.
Don't forget
So-
that I also gave you 2 boost die for the advantages I got, so you also get those as well.
2 boost die,
hmm
and then
Do you ask
force
Rawl to
power
help you?
check. This is just, I'm just trying to like. Ego was quiet throughout that whole conversation, just kind of watching
It's a vibe check.
Hondo talk. So
Hmm.
I got you.
I like it.
5 successes, 3 advantages, 1 light side. So it
Okay.
activates.
All right. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Where's my? Yeah. Save. Close. Okay. And then that's cool. What's he gonna be doing? What's Hondo's? He's always just in that mindset, so that's fair. We'll keep it at that. All
Definitely
right.
a still trap of a brain.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's
never
a
mind.
1 success over his.
Yeah.
We'll take those. Bag them up.
What are you looking for particularly?
In the deal making of Northwind v this cargo v this back and forth, he wants to get his name cleaned. If it goes sour, how quickly is he gonna feed us to the wolves? The wolves being the Black Sun.
Black Sun.
As you delve into his mind, with your sensibility, mind you, it is a chaotic fucking mess in there.
Mhm.
His mind is moving 1,000 miles a minute, dancing between logistics, managing a shipping company, brokering deals, so on and so forth. It's constantly circulating information, and you're looking more so for an isolated portion of his mind where the likeliness of him selling you guys out should things go wrong. You get a sense if you if you expose yourself, there's not much he can do about it. If you do this as a expertly trained group, covering your backs, he can stick by the plausible deniability. But if you shoot him in the foot, or so to speak, there's not much he can do. So he's mainly relying on you guys to know what you're doing.
Okay. Doesn't speak much to loyalty, but
No, this man
that's
is
fine.
not
It's
loyal.
about what I expected. It's what I expected.
Honor among thieves and all that.
Mm.
He's loyal to a-
Take the problem.
He's loyal to a degree. You get a sense he's loyal to coming out on top.
That I believe.
Yep.
All right.
And you guys make your way out of the common area of the Corona class armed frigate, and this little pop-up shelter enforced area.
I did have one more thing before we left the room.
Oh,
with
okay.
Hondo.
Go ahead.
Chav will approach Hondo as everybody's kind of getting ready. He's like, "You got one last order of business. All right, just one little bit."
You happen to be talking to one of the greatest businessmen in the galaxy. What can I do for you?
Oh, it's just a short matter of business. And Chev, is he like seated at a table?
He's up on an elevated platform, sitting in his throne. This is like a meeting hall area where he gets all of his crew to assemble and whatnot and dresses them. So
I can't walk within like 5 feet of him.
Oh yeah, you can. It's just it's like a flight of stairs that you have to go up about 10 pace. About 10 steps, and you're right there next to him at that point.
Chav would do that. Get right up to Hondo Onaka. Look down at him as he's sitting and just go, "It would really mean the world to me if you would sign my arm."
Been tracking me? Familiar. Have you bought one of my books?
All of them. I don't have any of them with me, so it's just gonna have to be the arm. Listen, I got like, just because I know what you've done. Here, and he like pulls back like a quick panel and just goes like, I got a fusion cutter right here. You can just engrave it right in there. It's all right with you if that's all right with you. I'm a really big fan. All right.
Absolutely.
Please tell me that Hondo is like actually signed a cooler arm recently by another pilot that it was the best.
There is no cooler arm, okay?
You know what? Anything for my fans, I will sign it for you. Give me that thing. And he just starts carving into the panel carefully, signing yours truly, Hondo Onaka.
This is literal gold.
With a little triple underlining under Onaka, and pats you on
You
the
can
shoulder.
sell that prosthetic now.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Never.
Oz just gets
Give me stats.
Raul just gets a message from Moho that it's just ...
So, have you heard about the
There's a
story
way
of the
to-
time that I managed to capture a very prolific force user back in during the Cold Wars?
I did actually hear that, and actually another thing that I had heard is that you led a raid on Mustafar, and you got out of there without a wound or scar.
This is true. I've proven myself to be very capable in combat. Very elusive. We'll have to share.
As
some
somebody
stories
who
of
has as somebody who has led the Gungans on the Boo, I mean, I could see that you
Oh
having
my
this
god.
this bit for everything that they're able to do.
And I assure you, every story you have heard about me is true. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy yourself.
Thank
Drink,
you. Chad
eat.
kind of closes that panel up, excuses himself, and on his way out, as he's walking past Ego, leans in and just goes, "All of that's a lie," and walks right by.
It's got him to confess to lies. That's awesome. All right, you guys make your way out to the exterior. This point, all the crew of this pop-up outpost are settling up for the evening. What time is it here? I put it at 12 when you acquired the truck. It was a 20-kilometer drive, so about 10-15 minutes out. You're about 3 p.m. 3 p.m. plant side. And they have begun preparations for the feast. So a lot of cooking of meats, filling the air. Some people have already begun drinking, and the atmosphere is very jovial at this point. And you'll take notice immediately to, I think I told you guys already, a lot of the crew of Onaka Trading Solutions is various assortments of alien species. There are some humans here, but the more prominent presence of aliens would be the Weequay. They have a very deep fondness for Onaka and his story, his prolific adventures, that they gravitate towards his leadership. And they welcome you guys into the celebration easily. I would assume at some point this is when Oho sneaks into the encampment.
I mean, provided that there was nothing worth noting while he was just scouting the outskirts and also keeping track on the vicinity, because he would have been using the scope of his sniper rifle
That's fair.
along with his his thermal
Yeah.
and enhanced view too, just to keep an eye and see like if this is a outpost that has like people going in and out, would there have been anyone that he would have spotted maybe going in or out of it in a way that seemed like they don't seem to be just walking through, they're trying to seem to sneak? Or would I have seen anybody else potentially doing similar things that I was doing? Like, is there any views, anything keeping track of this place from afar that don't seem like belong to
Gotcha.
this place?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a daunting perception check to see if you can spot anything abnormal during your time outside of the pop-up outpost. I'll go ahead and cash in a token to upgrade the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
Just to
And I
start
get
spending
a
some of these tokens.
boost. I get a boost tag with the thermal.
Yeah, that's fair.
So daunting, and then 1 purple, 2 red.
Correct.
All right, let's see. Is there anything else that I can use for this? I don't think so. Guess not.
Whew. Rolled a lot of failures on that one. You set up an Overwatch position. There's not much elevation you can get in this valley. It's not even a valley. You're in like a deeply forested area at this point. They cleared out a little landing area for this ship that they can partially conceal in the ground for a quick getaway and whatnot. So a lot of the trees have been removed from this area to create this little flat section of land for the Corona frigate to take up roost, and so you kind of have to end up climbing up into a tree to get an elevated position. But even then, very heavily obscured with the deep vegetation. It's hard to get a complete view of the entire encampment at one time. So it's a lot of getting a visual, relocating to get another angle, relocating again. And it doesn't seem to be any abnormal activity at this time. Maybe potential could be there later on in the evening, but at this time of the day, it seems everybody seems preoccupied with the celebrations that they are currently preparing for.
Okay. I'll say for the sake of the story, if there's nothing for him to find outside, he can make his way to meet the rest of the party inside, but he would probably be covering himself, like his face, hood, mask, and trying to be as stealthy as possible. He doesn't want to, once he actually decides to go in, he doesn't want to just be walking through the door very like casually.
Right. Go ahead and give me a daunting stealth check just to sneak past everybody without detection.
Raw will tell you to leave the partner out there too.
What was the difficulty, sorry?
Daunting, just for the amount of people that are currently around. God damn, okay. Yeah, easy enough. There's a couple of quick, close calls as you make your way in, but with your expert training, you roll around these encounters flawlessly, avoiding detection, and make your way to your party, who are currently in the midst of the Weequay and various other alien species celebrating.
I feel like Oho probably just has that moment of like he starts noticing like the movement for the party and everything, and starts to see like some of the people going in and out or like trading things, and he probably like grabs a crate of something. Somebody's like trying to like, somebody help me, and he just like grabs the crate from the person and just pretends that he's just helping bring things inside, then just kind of like places it, turns around, grabs some other thing, and then the next thing is like if the party's just like gathers somewhere, there's like people walking by, and then one person crosses and Oho is just like standing right next to Raw, like he's always been there.
I belong here always. And with that, yeah, you seamlessly make your way into the encampment and find yourself standing next to your brother and the rest of the crew as the Weequay, or as the Trading Solutions Company members begin handing you all various implementations of drinks or snacks while everything's building up.
Oh god, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Kesh is going to excuse himself and contact Rev Garland and Major Brawl.
Ooh. Okay. You're going to need long-range communication for that, because they are very far away right now.
Yeah, if there's a secluded area that Hondo will permit me to make a long-range communication privately.
The Corona frigate would be the means capable of doing that.
Yeah.
Without having to go all the way back to the Black Spire outpost. So yeah, he allows you to make a long range communication using either a private holo terminal in one of the crew quarters or on the main bridge, whichever you choose.
Private, because this is trying to start the ball rolling of not implementing Hondo and Naka as much as possible.
Yeah.
So this is a need to source out options on how to move 300 people. Because I ran the numbers. There's 6 containers, 50 maybe per container, 300. We need a much bigger transport
Yeah.
environment, because the Chimera can't carry 300 people, no matter how many ships we have. All the ships we have, they're very like
Yeah,
they carry a very small number of crew.
this is going to require a significant endeavor on your guys' part for sure.
Yep.
Big coordination effort.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you make your way to.
Unless we hijack the ships they were being transported on already.
This is true.
Unless we take over those ships.
This would be
That's
true.
true.
However, you'd be stealing Hondo's assets and.
Yeah. Which goes to the plausible deniability of actually stealing his ship, so he loses his assets. We just return them later, but this might be a safer option.
That also being said, we don't even have to really worry too much about piloting those ships if we free a bunch of pilots that need to get off world anyway.
That's true. But still, this might be a way for them to disappear cleanly, because the rebellion is quite good at making people disappear
That's not ominous.
and moving. Well, in the safest and nicest way possible, without lack of a better term. But yeah, gonna
Safely
contact.
6 feet under.
Yeah,
So that
totally.
being said, he would take you to his lieutenant's private quarters because he's not going to let you into his.
Shocker.
But he asks. He does seem a little apprehensive, having a transmission being sent out from his ship, but he assumes you know what you're doing and will cover your tracks as best as possible.
Yeah, this is a normal rebellion encoded encryption. Like, it scrambles everything. Easy to just have it dissipate and make sure the communication is easier.
Yeah. All right, and you set up the line of communication and reach out to RX Squad and RX Squad's leader, Rev Garland. What
Mhm.
is your communique?
Well, I'm hoping to have them like two-way communication essentially,
Okay.
and just basically go the equivalent of Cauldron Hot. This is Outrider needing help with a hypothetical equation.
Go ahead with your transmission.
As always, this is a very secure location, and there is an opportunity for a goodwill rescue operation here.
We talking hearts and mind?
No, talking about kicking the teeth in the Black Sun and rescuing some less than fortunate individuals. Interested?
Give me the numbers.
300 plus, 6 containers. Location Batu. Hypothetically, Core Atlas handles the heavy lifting. We just need exfil. Well, the 300 need exfil.
Very well. Mission Control will consider your information. Get back to you shortly.
You know, my comlink. Turn off and rejoin the party, but Kesh is like the most antisocial person. Just like in a corner against a pillar, just arms folded.
With your experience with RX Squad, you know that they're going to have to assemble, acquire transportations. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to make preparations for it, but Mission Control is going to pass out the information to Garland to begin the planning phase.
Just tell him to send us home one.
because that's going to go so well.
Yeah. I'll fly it. It's okay.
Seeing Oho come in, he's gonna kind of quietly whisper, I'm assuming you sliding in here means all quiet outside.
As far as I can see, but they chose their location well. They seem to be hidden, but it also means if there are things out there that are good at staying hidden, they may be taking advantage of it too. I may choose to go back outside. Once all their people here seem to have enjoyed their merry time with their drinks and their feast, it would seem like a convenient time for something to happen.
If a significant force came here now, what's our escape route look like? And two, is it going to be a complete slaughter?
I guess that depends on how capable Hondo's people are at shooting while drunk.
Hmm.
But when it comes to escape routes, we have options. Mostly, if most of these people here are runners, we just have to make sure that we get out of the way.
Very well. What do you think about this latest venture? I mean, no promise of funds. Again, saving countless lives, yet our necks are at risk.
I will not deny that the lack of credits will continue to limit some of our actions and choices. But when I think about things that we are doing right now, beyond the credits, I'm thinking about the why of we are doing it. And Oho sort of nods very subtly toward Chav, um, remembering how the two of them said farewell to him at some point and spoke to him about fighting alongside him for Nathwin.
We have the fight with Nathawin. We have our own situation. We have people who are looking for us. I'm worried that we could be spreading ourselves too thin. And we have nothing to show for it.
Do you have an alternative, brother?
Instead of this skulking about in the dark, trying to curry favors, figure out a way to take the matters to the heart. A knife in the dark, we're good at this. This is what we do.
What exactly are you suggesting?
The Empire needs to go down. He kind of keeps this hush hush. We both know this. How it's done and who pulls the strings are what's at play here. And I can't help but think if we cut the head of the snake, at least while the body wriggles, then we can take over. Put where help that we need to do now, the help that we're trying to make happen. I just don't think that what we're doing now is helping.
Ojo, you notice that Ojo is looking at you very like intently, like he's looking at you with an openness that I think maybe is somewhat different than what you've ever seen Ojo. Ojo always seems to be ready to respond to you with like the counter of like, this is why this works. This is why that I get what you mean, but no, but this is why this worked. And this time, when you turn to him and you look at him as he's listening to you, his eyes are literally like waiting to hear you say the thing and for him to be like, okay, I'll make the calculations right now as you speak. And if I feel like I totally make it totally makes sense in my mind, I'm ready to follow your lead with this. Um, and so he's listening that way, and then he's silent for a moment. He's takes looks out and studies the people celebrating the feast, and kind of like keeps an eye and looks at the rest of the party spread through the space. And he just has a moment of sort of consideration as he seems conflicted because he's not sure that he can find a through line between what you what you're proposing, or rather like the your point of view in the matter, and the point of view that he has. Like he's trying to find the merge of the two, and he's still not able to find it, and he seems frustrated by it rather than like, I know how to approach this. And so instead of responding directly, he just, here's what I know. I know that we went on the run, you and I, for a long time. And then they found us. So we ran some more. We found our way to the rebels. And alongside them, we were able to survive longer until we saw an opportunity, and we tried once more to run away. And as much as we tried, eventually we found our way back on the hunt, along with Chev and the rest. I guess the pattern that I'm seeing, and maybe I am wrong, and if I am and you see it, do tell me. But I guess the pattern that I'm seeing is every time we try to walk away, just the two of us, before the actions and the missions are completed, somehow something finds its way back to us. So perhaps making sure that we see this through for Chav might be the thing that will give us enough support, alliances, and influence, so that if we choose to walk away, we'll have a good chance of putting enough distance before something catches back up with us.
It kind of gives you a look. Now, how do I know this is you talking and not, he looks around, what that woman put into your head, her ideals?
He turns his body and he gets basically facing the other direction, but his like torso is like right next to you, so his face is like really close as he speaks to you. And he speaks to you plainly and calmly, but with a sharp determination. Everything I ever do, brother, I do for only one reason. And that is to make sure that you and I can have a home and a life that we never got a chance to live before. I told you once, even when I left, I didn't leave to leave you, but to make sure that I could return with answers and a better way to protect us.
You realize, I know that we have both agreed to help Chav, and yes, we'll do what we can, but you realize if we do this mission, if you can call it that, we'll be visible, probably to more than just a planet.
Do you really think, after all that's happened, that Gilbolt is going to stick to the end of his deal?
He already put a final clause in to Chav. Of course not.
The way that I see it, brother, we either trust Gilbolt to keep his end of the bargain, or we just continue forward, whatever happens. But whatever the choice, I will not make it without you.
Well, it seems I may have forced our hand in making that choice. While coming here, I received a communication. I believe you remember our dear, beloved, late departed Rom had a sister.
You do?
She communicated with me. She wants recompense. I told her I would give her who was truly responsible. She gave me 2 months.
You see Oho's face sort of drops, and his body slowly turns to just stand right next to you again, looking out. 2 months. Well, then I guess we have a lot of work to do, brother.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as we hit this strike and pierce through this blockade, resolve whatever the fuck is going on that planet, we have a handful of days to find someone who is so adept at not being found that they found us.
No. Gilbolt is not someone you find. We have to make him find us. He's already proven that he can be impulsive. We just need to find the right buttons to push. And I think
And he,
the blockade may be a big part of it. Think of it, brother. How much value has Kilbold invested in Chav, considering that he was willing to put a bomb into him?
value, yes, but that's not going to convince him to come in person to collect.
Like I said, we find the right button. Perhaps it's not about waiting 2 months. Perhaps it's about making the blockade be the opportunity.
Makes it seem like to me we have to make ourselves visible in order to run. If that's the case, make it seem that we were there fighting, trying to save some poor planet. To convince Kilbolt to come, to hopefully dissuade. What's Rom's sister's name?
Shira.
Hopefully dissuade Shira.
You know, we may not have a reputation amongst the Empire, but if you and I were to become a little loud to speak Kilbolt's name in public, he may be enough to make him realize how much of an inconvenience we could be. After all, I got him on camera.
True. And maybe with the fastest pilot and one of the greatest smugglers known to galaxies, we can truly disappear.
So, we buy our allegiances by proving our worth, while we plot what we need to plot. And when the time comes, we will have the means to leave for good.
Let's give him a hell of a show.
Till we meet where the sand stands.
Till we meet where the sun stands. And he gives the Dathomirian handshake. And then just goes off to find a beer somewhere.
Easy enough to
He
find.
probably, yeah, he's pretty much just like you turn around to find the beer and Oho's already back to like in the shadows to just like observe and keep an eye on things.
As soon as you turn to go to find something to drink, Carfont Mond, the Shevin advisor, walks up, massive mitt wrapped around a tiny glass container, and holds it out to you. And just offers you what is a Alderanian ale. One of the more selective brews in the galaxy.
Why the hell not? It's cold, it's boozy. Grabs it, downs it in one glass.
Kesh is actually gonna, while that's happening, Kesh is gonna go find Ego.
Ooh. Ego, I'd assume you probably would be entertaining some of the more energetic dancing Weequay. You don't particularly have a preference, I believe, so there's a couple of female Weequay dancing on top of a tabletop, and then a pair of we like twins, male, talking to one another, and then we're gonna roll up this third group. Let's make it a little interesting. Nah, no. Ooh, that's interesting. A Kakala, reptilian-like species, white skin, fleshy dreads, pale white eyes, athletic build. He seems to be, they seem to be, more of an androgynous build, but these three different groups are kind of localized amongst each other, entertaining each other. The twins, not twins, the Weequay dancing on the table, seemingly a little more inebriated, but having a great time. What would entice Ego's attention the most out of those three different individuals, groups of individuals?
I think Ego is with the what was the last one you said?
Oh,
The
Calican or
Yeah.
Kakala. Sorry.
But I think he's watching the twins,
Mhm.
and he's watching what their Leku are doing
Mm.
because Twi'leks communicate.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's watching for what subtle communication they have going, while he's just chatting with the
I like that.
Kalkun?
Kakala. Kakala. Yeah.
I will understand this eventually.
A lot of species names here. Lots of pronunciations. It's a funny thing that you point out the attentiveness to the Leku. You do see subtle twitches here and there, clearly communicating to one another non-verbally. Their attentions are directed towards Dove as they're communicating to each other. Similar interests in her exotic features, her impressive physicality. She stands out the most to them.
For good reason.
Yeah, that's what you're picking up on their communications from their Leku.
Yeah. I think Ego is just trying to appear relaxed. He's nursing a drink but hasn't really taken part in any of the carousing. And I think he's just with this for the love of God.
Kalika.
Kalka.
Kakala. See, I'm mixing it up. Kakala.
I need to write it down. Kakala.
Kakala. Yeah, this one's name is Shren, Shev. And,
Shev.
yeah, he's just going over some of the hardships of a pop-up or a startup business that they've been experiencing, but somewhat still thriving under Hondo's leadership. But yeah.
So you've been with Hondo long then?
No, it's been. He founded the company about 4 months ago. So we're about past our first quarter of business of the founding, so looking at a little traction so far.
Well, if all goes well, I suppose we'll be helping you out soon enough.
That'll be good. We definitely need the work. Some of the crews definitely needed this little celebration. Tensions were getting a little tight with the sudden change in income, but you know, when you go legitimate,
Yes. Legitimate. Ugh. Cash, were you still trying to talk?
More like Cash eventually
Okay.
just sort of like comes over, sits down. And it's just like waiting politely for once that the conversation till the conversation ends.
I think you can probably tell Ego's biding time and is not terribly interested, but is just feigning interest.
Might I steal your conversation companion for a moment? Like, to the guy who's like talking about business stuff and is like trying to whisk Ego away for a moment.
yeah, that's fair, man. He just kind of wanders off to go socialize with some of the other Weequay.
You are uncharacteristically quiet.
Oh, you have all the details of my character, Gash.
I don't.
Hmm.
I am as much an enigma to you as you are to me.
I suppose that's fair.
But you are the one that knows how to smooth talk the hair off a bantha at this point, so you being uncharacteristically quiet was very notable when it came to this situation we found ourselves in.
Apologies for not meeting expectations.
It's not expectations, it's more...
Cash, I'm joking.
known region sarcasm is still unknown to me.
That's fine. I'm sure you'll adapt.
I've been traveling for 4 years and I've still yet to adapt to the socializing, gesturing to the entire party.
I mean, everyone has their own way. I think I saw Oho for a second, but he's gone again. So, everyone does their own thing.
That is true.
I don't particularly... I'm not such a fan of the cargo that we have agreed to transport for our dear Hondo.
Is this a personal grievance or just professional?
Oh, terribly personal. Still, I am, above all things, a professional. And so, this is what it is. And I shall make do, as we all will, and then move on from this very quickly.
Do you have unfortunate experience being on the other end of this situation.
Ooh, deep conversations, Cash.
If it makes it any better, I was sold to a ruling family. The Chiss version of adoption is not exactly, I guess, the Gnome region's version of moral.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
The reason why I brought this up is because I just wish to understand. Even though I was assigned to this crew, this is now my team.
I suppose that is fair.
And I can't cover someone's back if I don't know the grievances.
I suppose some of the others do have more information than you do. How can I put this as succinctly as possible? I was picked up and managed to how do I persuade my way into not being shipped off. And then I stayed with the crew for a while. And when such an event came around again, I tried to alter the fate of folk like this, and it almost got me killed. Almost is a very load-bearing word.
I see.
So this whole thing is very unpleasant in some regards for me.
Well, I will try my hardest to make sure that you don't meet a near-death experience again. If not for your sake. And he looks around to see if he can find Oh, no, he can't, but for someone else's.
What does that mean?
I'm observant, and whatever it is that you wish to start with one of your companions is your business.
I see.
He's important to you as you are to him.
Is that so?
As far as I'm concerned, but then again, if I'm misreading it, then I do apologize.
The fact that you're reading anything is wild. It's
complicated.
No, it's the opposite of complicated. It's very, very simple. It's and Ego leans a bit closer. It's more of a needs-based thing.
I see.
Glad you do. I don't think anyone else has noticed. Let's try and keep it that way.
Well, besides when it's only necessary, I'm not in the habit of sharing secrets, as I've probably shown more than once.
I think you'll adapt. I think you're on your way. Don't worry.
For the first time ever, you actually hear a chuckle coming out of the mask.
Look at that progress.
At this time, I would like to take the scene for a moment, if you will. Dove,
Yeah.
what would Dove be currently occupying herself with at this time? Sorry, terrible
Caught me
time.
mid-bite of a nice window. How rude. I feel Dove would have been with the group, but some distance away. Not really imbibing as she normally would. If anything, she looks almost distracted.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in what Hondo had said that he had brought up that was mildly unsettling, and it was the fact that he even knew that Vulcan had a kid. Which bothers her even more and gives her one more reason to be greatly annoyed at the man himself, who she had not thought of in years. Up until Hondo brought it up. Which now leaves her where she is now. She is necessarily making a phone call, but she is doing one of her routine check-ins with Ember, and that is, in this case, taking the form of transmitting several dozen holo-projected images of things that she had taken on their travels. Nothing incriminating, but for her little budding architect. It's these mosaics that they might have passed by in one city or another. The close-up shot of how a pillar connects with the ceiling in an interesting way because it has a design engraved on the end.
Yeah.
Some random amphibian that she doesn't know the name of but jumped out of a swamp in Oshada, and so she took a photo of it to send it to the kid. And she does this purposely in such a way that it's multiple images from multiple planets, multiple cities, dumped all at once at the same time. So her movements of travel cannot be tracked through them, if anyone were to try.
Right.
In addition to that, yes.
Go ahead. You're good.
And it's only after that that she sees whether she can get a transmission through, because Hondo brought up a very interesting point. Where is her ex-partner now? She actually doesn't know and hasn't given it much thought. So she's going to try and make a phone call through to Little Ember.
Okay. It's probably at that point when you're about to send, make that call. You feel a hand, an arm drape over your shoulders. As
Who's tall enough to do that?
Hondo. Hondo is 6'1". As Hondo embraces you firmly, it's truly a pleasure to see you once more. I fear I must confess some things, though. I just did some digging, and Vulcan is on Belsavis right now.
Dove looks over to him from where she was typing mid-message, sort of a draft of what she would say, and it was along the lines of asking Ember, so kid, you know those documents that I told you not to open until you were older because they're full of boring paperwork? She was midway through about to request them when Hondo says that.
I did some string pulling here and after our conversation, because this brought up some memories, and I can't exactly pinpoint where he is on Belsavis, but his most recent prisoner transport manifest indicates he was moved to Belsavis after a trial for murder of a political figure within the Empire. It's a messy ordeal, but I thought you should know.
Was this political figure anyone of importance or worth knowing to us?
Some bureaucrat likes to get fat on and collect a bunch of antiquities. Something that I would very much love to get my hands on, but that's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
He's but as far as I can tell, he's still alive, just on Belsavis.
How unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see the clogs. It's this weird cogs turning in her head, just contemplating one outcome versus another.
I just felt
Sorry,
like
Ando, you say?
it's not. I just wanted to say sorry. I mean, we continued our working relationship a couple of months after you departed, and he was a very upstanding individual. We'll see. Sad to see him go after a couple successful raids on some unfortunate Imperial transports, so on and so forth. Or, sorry, wrong era. That was Confederacy transports. Yes, we are not raiding any Imperial transports by the books.
By the books. You've done well for yourself, Ando, which is more than I can say for him. You seem to have gone through things the right way around.
Yes,
For your sake, I hope it lasts.
You would think one that reaches a fine ripe age as such as mine, one becomes wizened with time. So, let's just let's cheers to that, shall we? As he raises his
Cheers to
goblet.
that.
But good news if we continue this working relationship to on to Belsavis, we might be able to reunite you two.
Ask me that again when we land. We'll see if that reuniting would be even worth it. She gives him a little half grin.
I'm almost afraid to ask. Did the relationship not turn sour after a certain point, or what happened there? If you don't mind me asking.
Perhaps we shall say, had it not been from the fruit of his loins, he might be fertilizer in the ground himself. He made his own bed and he's laying in it now, so I have no sympathy for that.
Well, you are an honorable person to carry on the care, or taking on the caretaking of his child. Good on you. He could use a strong role model in his life.
We try to do one good thing to balance out for all the bad, no?
Or you do what I do and do a series of good things, and it'll overshadow some of the smaller bad things that we do in our lives.
Good for who, though, Ando? Good for who? It's usually you.
You know me so well. But, I mean, what's good of doing good if you don't come out on top on the frequent occasion?
I'll drink to that.
But yes, couldn't, again, sorry for the circumstance of the information that I have delivered, but I felt I owed you that favor at least. But, enjoy the rest of the night. I, some more business to deal with, and then, maybe I can celebrate with the rest of you, for the rest of the evening. But, I just wanted to pass on that bit for you. Enjoy yourself.
She gives him an appreciative little nod.
And he eases his way back into the ship. At that point, being stopped by various crew members, trying to get him to celebrate with them, and he's like, patience, let me finish my daily tasks, and then Hondo, the great Hondo Onaka, can come celebrate with you. And
Hey, Tarzan,
Uh
you say that Hondo has some more business to do?
oh. Yes.
But hear me out though. What if Oho wanted to just like, you know, test the waters and see how perceptive Hondo Anaka is at spotting Oho if Oho is trying to get close enough to hear Hondo Anaka do some business?
Oh.
Hi, it's me. I'm business.
I
It
knew it.
tries. That's a fair question. That is a fair question. And we'll get to that after our intermission. All you wonderful 2B Dicers, thank you for joining us. Give us about 5 minutes to resituate ourselves, and we'll continue the rest of this journey as it is to be diced. Don't go anywhere.
So much
Nice.
tea today.
We'll pour it out later once we regroup.
welcome back, all you wonderful Tubi Dicers. Thank you for joining us with another episode of Star Wars Edge of the Empire Trading Solutions. In my excitement, I keep forgetting to do the slates, but it's fine. We don't have anything planned coming up, and then as well, Tales of Arden is being postponed another session, so another 2 weeks. We'll return with Tales of Arden. Some of our cast members have work, unfortunately, and could not make it this coming week. So we will be postponing Tales of Arden another 2 weeks to get everybody lined up on schedules. That being said, you can expect Frontiers of Eberron to come back not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, and then every week Tuesday, Star Wars Edge of the Empire until the week of Christmas. We'll be taking a break off from that point for holidays. That being said, we appreciate you guys joining us for our campaigns. Let's go ahead and get ourselves back into the action as the crew settles in with the rest of the Onaka crew in celebrations, as well as tidying up any calls or transmissions that they make independently. Jav, you'll have a tidbit coming up here in a minute, but we'll go ahead and follow up with this little little carrot on a stick that Oho decided to pursue. Oho, go ahead and make me a... Go ahead and make a stealth check. Have you drank at all? No? Okay. No penalties then.
What do you take me for?
Uh,
I'm insulted at the question.
Let's see. So yeah, that'll be a stealth check from your end.
Mm-hmm.
And Hondo.
Is Hondo rolling?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Hondo is going to get 2 setback die as I use my incidental sense advantage to give an NPC 2 setbacks on a skill check.
Sounds delightful. He's already been drinking since before you guys got here, so he's already pretty inebriated. So there's that. Okay. You just have to beat 1 success. Yeah.
How many you want?
It would have been funny if you got none.
You would have, but the thing is, I have a triumph.
The thing
still in my
is,
pocket.
it's happened.
I know. It definitely can.
That's how Gibble got you.
I don't know if we'll be rolling stuff, but 10 advantages. Oprah style.
You see Hondo having a brief conversation with Dove. It seems to be the nature of it to be a solemn tone, as if he's conveying some slightly unfortunate news. Nothing like gut wrenching, but he seems a little disappointed in the news that he has to deliver. But after Dove and Hondo wrap up their conversation, Hondo turns to make his way back into the ship as some of his crew tries to stop him to continue celebrating. And you hear his loud, boisterous self declaring that he still has work to do. Let him finish, and he'll come celebrate. This catches your attention, and you decide what business could a former pirate turned businessman possibly have in the waning hours of the evening. So you decide to make pursuit and follow him inside. As you make your way in, you follow him through this labyrinth of a ship. For the audience, a Corona class assault frigate or armed frigate is basically a flying saucer. However, it is a large vessel, rivaling a Neb B frigate. So it's pretty large in scale, and it takes you a bit of legwork to finally come to Hondo's quarters, towards the center of the frigate, just by the turbo lift to the bridge above. And with your skill check, you manage to breeze through effortlessly, mainly due to the fact that the occupancy of this ship is at its minimal occupancy, and the crew seems to be pretty much preoccupied with the celebrations and whatnot, and Hondo seems to be inebriated well enough to not be attentive to the immediate environment. And eventually he makes his way to his quarters, shutting the door behind himself. Are you trying to make your way in, or are you trying to listen in from the outside, from without?
I would only make my way in if I would be able to spot that there is enough space in those quarters. If it's like a very tiny sort of like quarters, there's like, the bed is here and then the desk is here.
Oh no, this
chances
is
are
this
if
is
I
the
step in
captain's
there-
quarters. This bitch is gonna be spacious.
Yeah. Yeah, if this is like a big room, considering that he's inebriated and everything, I feel like if Oho has the opportunity, he would like move through the door and like to whatever first thing he spotted, that's some sort of either, divider or anything that may be on the edges, on the fringes of the room.
Yeah,
So he's just basically like blending with shadows.
gotcha. To avoid disrupting the sensor of the door and causing it to reopen, we're gonna call for a daunting coordination check here to try and pass through the door without tripping the sensor and alerting Hondo to your entry. So you got to time it like just perfectly to get in.
Yeah.
You got enough advantages to help yourself out.
How many of those advantages can I use?
You can spend 2 to give a boost die to any allied character, including the active character.
I can use them on myself though, can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
So yeah, you can give yourself up to 5 boost die.
And they cost what? Two
Two-
advantages each
2
one?
advantages each. Yeah.
Okay. So I have up three boost die. No, 10
5.
advantages, 5 boost die.
Yeah.
So I can give myself up to 5 boost die.
Correct.
Huh. So this is daunting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. You make your way to the threshold as Hondo begins to cross through. It's not that one. I wanted a cool door. Lost my door sounds. There it is. Door opens. Hondo goes to step through. You watch him as he kind of trips and stumbles across the threshold for a moment, and this allows a perfect opportunity for you to slip in as well simultaneously without him catching it, without catching his attention. So as he stumbles in, you see him do that cartoonish stumble, flailing his arms as he tries to remain upright, and finally comes to a stop and just stands up straight, Quickly looks back at the threshold. You see him turning right to look back. You spin off to his left, avoiding detection, moving carefully enough not to disrupt the air around him. And he looks back at the door. I need to get the stupid door. And he makes his way towards his desk. There, you can see from your position. Give me a hard perception check. I'm going to cash in a token to upgrade that difficulty by 1. So hard perception check with a challenge of 1 to try and get a bead on what is in this immediate environment as you take up a hidden position behind a divider. That doesn't look good. Okay, with that, you see a series of data pads on Hondo's desk, a hollow communicator secured in the top left corner of his desk, and he sits down, or he doesn't sit, he plops down into his chair, lackadaisically, inputs a couple of inputs a chain code into the terminal, and makes a call. Takes a few moments as the transmission conveys, and eventually a hollow image is projected of a Falleen individual. Again, you were listening in on the conversation. You'd be able to come to a reasonable conclusion, assumption that this individual that is before you now is more than likely Lord Guti.
Link opens one way to Rawl's brain.
Lord Guti, received your communication. Just wanted to assure you your business interests are safe with me. The containers have arrived and are sitting in my shipyard as we speak. I await for, as they await for my ships to come in and ship them off. Mind you, I currently have majority of my assets off planet. I didn't want to ship it all in separate groups, as it increases the likeliness of some foul business to happen. So I would like to ship it all in one go. Easier to avoid detection and less likely to encounter mishaps. I'm sure you understand. This individual hunched over his what you can assume is his desk, just kind of looking or assessing Hondo with his eyes. Despite the hollow projection being of a blue tint, you can see that his skin is a emerald green. He's got these ridges on the top of his head. Could almost be, you could assume either mechanical, some type of cybernetic augmentation of sorts. You're not necessarily sure what it is, but it runs down the center of his head, starting at the front of the forehead, all the way back to the back of the skull. The bold, luscious black goatee, emerald green eyes, and a ponytail at the back of the head. Just sits there examining this this businessman for him. Hondo, are you intoxicated right now. You see Hondo shift a little bit and straighten out. Well, of course not. My crew is currently celebrating right now. They've been working hard, and it's been a long day, and I was just about to wrap up for the evening. But I just wanted to reassure you, your business is safe with me, and your investment is well on its way. Hondo, I am trusting you to get my merchandise to its intended destination safely. Don't screw this up. Of course not. As we speak right now, some of my finest ships are on their way here to, and we will send the containers out as soon as possible. I assure you. Don't make me regret this, Hondo. I was already apprehensive about paying for the shipment up front. If anything happens, I'll be coming back for more than just the money I paid you. Don't need to be so serious. I'm just saying, we're fine. Rest assured. This was just a quality assurance call, just to let you know everything is fine. Goodbye, Hondo. Call me when the shipment's delivered. And Lord Giotti ends transmissions abruptly. Hondo sits in his chair. You see him kind of contemplate. You see him calculating the risk to reward, or the amount of risk that he's taking in regards to the arrangement that he just made with your guys' crew. And seems to kind of dismiss the ominous nature of the conversation off as a calculated risk. Enough of this soaking around. It's time to celebrate. Let's go. And he shoots up out of his desk and makes his way out of his quarters, back out to the main event, if you will.
Do I have access to the things that I spotted while I'm in here? Or did he lock things? The things that I spotted, like the data pad and all that stuff, did he like put those away, or did Drunk Hondo just kind of left them there and went to party?
He seems more in the jovial state, so he did not take the time to put anything away, as he does not feel the need to in his own quarters.
Yeah. I think Oho would like to first make an attempt to look around to see if he spots any camera locations of security in the space, or any other things that he may perceive.
Okay. Give me a hard perception check. Well, actually, you already did that, didn't you?
Technically, yeah. I got 3 successes, 2 advantages, I think.
Wow.
And that was without me using any
Yeah.
of the advantages that I could have thrown.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you after the air settles in the quarter, in the captain's quarters, take a moment to assess the environment in its entire capacity, looking around for potential security footage cameras, audio mics, something, any type of security measure that would be able to observe you. And with that, you do not spot anything that would reveal your presence.
I think Oho proceeds to approach to these things that Hondo left unattended.
Okay.
And he's just. I don't know that I have any tools or devices to do this, but ideally, this would be a great time for me to have something where I could reach out to Dove, knowing that they're one of the hackers of the group, but also one of the people that knows Hondo more than most here.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the things that I have within reach?
The holo terminal that's secured to his desk. A data pad, about three different data pads that you can assume are for dealing with various tasks of running an operation like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then his whole terminal also acts as his computer too. So yeah, you have 3 data pads and a computer and a holo terminal to interact with.
Let's make this fun, shall we?
Uh-oh.
The comms to the entire party open up. As you all hear, I'm going to wait for Bartholomew to get his headphones back because it'd be hilarious if I'd be like, and that's what they hear. So I'm going to wait. And that's what Chav hears. So yeah, life or death, Chav, that's what you heard.
I don't think you heard that.
You gotta Chav has to respond. It's life or death. Otherwise, you're gonna have to blow up the whole place.
Victor, I hate you. What did you really say? My headset was dying as you were speaking.
I know. So fun to make it things interesting. Oho opens the comm links for the entire party, and he just you all hear. Continue acting normal wherever you may be, and whoever actually spots Hondo, make sure to let me know because currently I am in his quarters with access to 3 data pads and also the panel that is attached to his desk and requests.
You hear back from Dove. You know, of all people, honestly, Hondo Onaka is one of the few whose businesses I don't want to know. I really don't.
I have to admit, I am a little bit curious to what the supposed best businessman in the galaxy has to hide.
While I'm listening to people respond, just assume, Tarzan, that Oho is browsing. Like,
Okay.
This is, some people need credits to go shopping. Oho just stealth his way to then shop for intel.
Okay. You're just going straight into it?
Well, I'm going to obviously navigate whatever doesn't require for me to do any hacks or anything like this. So anything that is on the surface. If there's anything that is readable, any files or folders or things that may look like have a particular title, names, anything like that, those are the things that I would be collecting information on because Oho is not a hacker. So he's not he's going to try to break through the codes or anything. He's just trying to see what did Hondo leave open.
So the immediate accessible files on these data pads are some non-invasive information about the business. One of which is kind of would be Star Wars Galaxy of an LinkedIn or Indeed.com kind of thing, trying to recruit more people to his business.
God, please tell me that I see Darth Vader has endorsed you.
You do see a couple associations that would have some level of actually, we'd only see like one association that would have some high level standing within the empire. You get a sense that he's building a strong network. He's just a little early in his game, so he's got some time. He has some time to grow, but the most accessible information would be that, and then you do find a photo album, some of his exploits. Flip through it,
Whoa.
and you see a lot of non interesting or photos that you wouldn't find too interesting. There's a photo of him with a Torgruda female on a distant on some distant planet. A couple of battle aftermath photos of him with an older gentleman with a long beard, slick back hair, and another taller, younger human male with a more of a solemn expression, or not solemn, but more of a grizzled expression. Somebody that's been seen a fight or two, and you get a lot of selfies with battle droids. Hondo juggling what appears to be a B2 series super battle droid's head. Him on the back of on the top of a not necessarily TAP, the tank. What's the tank's nomenclature? One of one of the droid tanks. He's just sitting on top of it, straddling the gun barrel, and holding what appears to be a Gungan grenade. And it's just a lot of memorabilia photos for the most part. But as you're flipping through that, you go to try to look for more private information, but you're immediately, faced with a security firewall, or requesting a passcode for entry and whatnot, and you stop at that point to avoid triggering anything. But the photos themselves, nothing too crazy. There was a strange little green guy in one of the photos. Big ears.
Stop. So obviously, for the sake of, I will say for the sake of brevity this way, so as to not take too much time in here. If there is anything that Oho could find of interest, in particular related to current plans and things that are related to what we're currently doing. Oh, Matt, Chav.
With what you were saying, Chav's response to the whole thing after, like Dove saying, I mean, is what it is, but you do you, fam. Chav's response would be like, "Are you insane? That man is an intergalactic treasure, and you would infringe upon his privacy like this?
Hey, Chav, I have a photo album.
Make a copy."
I would.
And
but I
the
don't want to
captain-
infringe on this galactic treasure.
You can infringe upon my golden. Hang on, sorry. Just saying,
boy.
he's a pirate and a smuggler. Look for any loose paneling, floors, walls.
Oho takes that actually takes that as a very good suggestion, and he sort of just like massages the side of his temple on the side of his eye, his digital eye, his cybernetic to activate like the zooming, like the perception. So now that he's in this like close quarters area, he's like scanning everything with way more like up close, almost as if like, he doesn't need to walk to the wall or
Mhm.
anywhere to see everything really close, just to see if he sees any crevices. He's basically going to be looking for things like, do I see the effect that happens in like metal or other boards when like nails actually scratch a little as movement is happening? Do I see a fading of a color? Do I
Hmm.
see anything that, I mean, Ojo and Raul have done their fair share of like, secret
Yeah.
compartments and stashes and
All right.
caches.
Okay. Give me a daunting perception check, challenge of 1 to identify any hidden compartments in Hondo's chambers.
So I'm assuming I get a boost die for the eye. The last roll that I did were 2 advantages, so I can turn those into 1 boost die for myself, correct?
Yeah, that's fair.
Um, is it daunting with challenge of 1?
Correct.
Okay. And do I get a boost die for Chav's suggestion?
That's fair.
Oh, man.
You do actually end up finding a hidden compartment. However, it's his bed is his bed frame directly seats against the floor, and it's a solid barrier all across. But you do take note of a notch in one of the corners, and you move over to peek inside and open it up, and there does not seem to be anything. There does not appear to be anything inside this hidden compartment underneath his bed. It looks large enough to house potentially a blaster pistol. You get a sense that this is probably one of his hiding spots for the situation, or for any situation that calls for him to have a blaster on hand by surprise.
Yeah. Hmm. One compartment, nothing in it. Can't seem to spot anything else. I'm not gonna ask to roll again, but I'll, always looking around.
Chad's just gonna respond, shit, maybe he did go legit.
But yeah, as far as the rest of the room's concerned, you don't find anything that stands out per se. If there is, it's well intricate and not easily detectable. So nothing.
It's almost like he's not an amateur.
Almost.
It's not his first rodeo.
Is Hondo not making his way back to?
By this point,
That
for you
area.
guys, yeah, you guys would see Hondo emerge out from the entryway of the ship and raise up 2 goblets above his head. And now the party begins, my friends! And he just delves into the crowd, and everybody starts cheering and laughing as the music starts to ramp up, and everybody's just enjoying the vibe at this
He
point.
certainly knows how to make an entrance, I'll say that much.
Your exit is clear at any point in time, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Brother.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Protein brother.
He closes the comms. Yeah, I think he's just gonna have that moment of like, I know that I'm probably missing something, but I just don't have. I guess I don't have the capacity right now to spot it. So he's just gonna have that like itch in the back of his head of like part of him wants to like stay here and break this tear this place apart. But he knows that also that's may not be long term, not beneficial for the rest of the crew. So he just decides to make his exit.
And do you
And I'll
make a
say
copy
this
of the
about-
photo album?
If there's anything that I can make a copy of without risking like anything crazy happening, No. You know what? Jeff's been through a lot.
He needs this.
I think that's what happens. I think he spots the empty compartment and is like, man, like I didn't get anything. I wish I would have gotten something more relevant, like mission wise, like task wise. And he's like turning and ready to get back to the door and like stops midway and just turns around and looks at the data pad where the album was, and it's just, what am I doing? And it just he literally just goes and makes a copy.
That will of like, I'm not leaving empty-handed. I don't care what it is.
I love it.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where like, Chav, you're not even gonna like even notice, but it's gonna be that thing of like he makes the copy, and then in very Oho stealthy way, it's almost like you see Oho appear in front of you, kind of like give you like a pat on the chest, and then the next thing you know is you feel like there's something he's placing on your chest. So when you go reach for the chip, he moves his hand away and he's gone, and it's just the where the file of the copy of the album is.
Chad just looks confused, looks down at the chip, and goes, "What the hell is it?" And the scene cuts away.
He just plugs into his little Nokia camera. Oh,
not here, not here. We're gonna be off world before I look at this file.
you're about to get a gold mine of
Okay.
photos.
I will say, partly, one of the reasons why Oho takes that photo album, because he will see it as well, is he will try to look at those photos closer to see if there may be anything or anyone who may not be on the foreground of the picture, but on the background of any of these pictures that may hint to anything of value, either to him or anyone in the party, where he's like, I recognize that figure on the back.
I like the way you think.
Thank you.
That being said, the rest of the evening goes off into a hanging out with Hondo, especially in celebration, is a night to remember. Man is not short of entertainment when it comes to getting into trouble and whatnot. At least within his own circle, people will get rambunctious. Some people get into a bit of a scuffle, but after it's all said and done, they all shake hands and become fast friends once again. And the night closes with everyone finding a night's rest. The following morning,
Since it was mentioned in chat, I'm going to make it canon. If possible, Chav is going to get his own photos with Hondo Onaga.
that is fair. I like it. And very much easily done. Hondo is a very proud individual and loves, would never turn away an opportunity to take a impressive photo with a fan. So
yeah, Hondo very much so does read it, Instagram influencer.
Oh yeah. Especially with this turn of the leaf for him, he's finding ways to make draw more attention to himself in a more positive light. So yeah, you get a couple of good epic photos with him. One of which is a series of photos of you and him shooting bottles. A video of the two of you quick drawing and shooting bottles. And he does pretty fucking well for his size and age. But
I ain't gonna lie, he might outshoot Chav.
You know what? That's a fair
I
point.
want to see if I can outshoot them.
Yeah, let's have a quick skill check with ranged light weapons from both parties, or from any party that would like to participate in this video. Range is short.
Oho's not even here, so.
I want to try spot Oho.
Do it.
I will fail probably, but.
All right. Hondo does
What's
pretty
the
well.
difficulty?
Short range. Okay. Damn.
Awesome.
Damn.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Okay. So the way that this looks,
The narrative order, though.
right, with all these
Yeah.
building fucking dice pools. The way it looks is Hondo kind of, if we're rewatching the replay of this video, Hondo sets up a series of bottles and cans on this berm, off in a safe direction from the camp. And back in my time when I ran with the bulls and the Mudhorns, me and my friend Ezra Bridger, wouldn't know him, but he brilliant kid. We had a couple of run-ins with with a brigade of stormtroopers, and I valiantly fought them off with my skill with a blaster, and he fires off 3 shots, impressively hitting 1, and with 1 shot, and he turns to the rest of you as he flourishes and holsters his blaster. Not bad for me, an old man, eh? And then Kesh, you follow up with 3 shots as well. All 3 landing. He just looks at you, stunned for a moment. Then Dove, you fire off 5 rounds. And much to his dismay, he's not surprised by your skill. However, Chav, you come in and fire 7 shots. And
I've got something to prove, is why.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
barrel smoking, the tip of it glowing red, and you see out of the corner of your eye, Hondo's jaw just drops as all 7 bolts impact center mass, and yeah.
To make matters worse, right before Chav actually let loose those 7 shots, he kind of like nods, winks at Hondo, and says, "Smile for the camera." For the record, I 1000% believed Chav was going to lose this. I opened by saying that, and I did the best.
Yeah.
I will
Jeez.
also note that this is for sure because Chev is using a blaster pistol along with everybody else, who all use other shit.
I think Cash just like turns and looks at Chav and just kind of goes, "You continuously surprise me." Just and then holsters the blaster.
I get that a lot.
You get a single nod of approval from Doves.
Well, I've always knew you were a great shot, but your companion, lethal. Well done.
Beginner's luck.
Oh, give yourself some more credit, my friend. You are an excellent marksmanship with that.
Oh, Mr. Onaka, don't you fret. I give myself as many credits as I can.
And then we're in the same business. All right. Well, that was good. Good show. Good job. And the video cuts off at that point. You get a couple of photos. What planet are we on? We're on Batu right now.
Mhm.
Batu. Let's go to Batu real quick. See if there's any cow tipping here. One second.
Oh no.
While we buffer, give me 1 second. I want to see if there's some potential for cow tipping here. That would be because Hondo would do that.
While we are looking for this, I'm just going to say that this complete buffoonery is enough that I will be getting 1 additional XP for this session because I'm wearing training weights.
Yeah, buddy. There's a giant
That's
Gant
right.
spider.
I did all that way down. A what? Huh?
A Gant
Something
spider.
about-
The Took is. Cooking? Ah, nah. That's too cute. You want to look for something big. Come on. Give me
No,
something
no, no.
big and bulky. Preferably a cow-like
I
creature.
got something big and oh.
Phrasing. I think we're gonna go with
Why do
the
you
puffer
all
pig.
play games with me?
I think we're gonna go with the puffer pig. Because the internet is
Lechon?
taking way too long.
What'd you say, Dia?
So if it's a pig, I'm like lechon. Put that on the fire.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Puffer pig. They're 2 feet, 2 feet tall, 11 inches long. Or no, wait, 2 feet and 11 inches tall. Or the length. That's length. Okay. So not pretty sizable. They have the ability to inflate and smell precious minerals. Oh, very cool. So yeah, you see these very large reptilian-like pigs. They have a proboscis with eye stalks that protrude forward, 2 spines on the front of the cranium, and a row of spines that run down its back for protection, and this large fleshy mass that droops down from the front of the cranium that leads out to the proboscis. Occasionally used for meat and consumable by several species. Their meat is cooked as bacon. So yeah, I think
What I say?
yeah,
Fucking you.
I think Hondo leads a drunken hunting party to capture some pig for some late night
Bacon.
grilling. And yeah, you guys get a couple trophy pictures with them, and it's a endearing time. Hondo manages to convince one of his crew to try and get on the back of one of these things and ride it out. And you get a photo of that individual getting thrown off into a pile of dung, face first. And you get a picture of that. And yeah, it's a good time overall. But you guys wake up the next morning with that memorabilia in your pocket, and it's at this time, Chav, you get a call or message from Galt.
Chav 100% has been drinking, unlike all of his compatriots who are doing the smart thing. So Chav answers his comms and goes, "Hey, hello."
Hey, it's Galt. Gonna be plant side here in the next hour. Got your shipment in. So be on the lookout. We're heading to Blackspire Outpost. Gonna be there?
Joe just kind of thinks and goes, "The fuck did I have Shit, yeah, you're right. Hang on. Fucking Hondo, where the hell are we?" Leaving the comm open so Galt just heard me address an individual named Hondo. He's allowed to believe what he wants.
Interesting. I wonder if Galt would know him. But yeah, you guys rush out of bed or wherever your various sleeping points would have been established. Some people would be given quarters if they want, if they so chose. And you guys make ready for the day. Are we all heading to Blackspire Outpost at this time? Or are we
Does Chav know if that's a good idea?
For Galt? Yeah, Galt's met most of
for us.
Well, Galt met most of you guys, except for Ren and
No, not for that. Just like
go.
Black Spire Outpost and because that's where we're about to break people out of, correct?
Well, Black Spire Outpost is a large outpost. I mean, there's a shipping container yard out there for sure, but there's reason for a party to be traveling through there, especially since you're
Right.
shipping.
I'm just making sure that I'm not about to tell a black market dealer to come exchange You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to make sure that Chav is avoiding here.
Oh, crossing wires with Hondo. I get you.
Hondo, the local authorities, whatever you want to call it, anything that would be at all considered troublesome.
Given that Black Spire Outpost is Hondo's creation, you get a sense that, especially with his dealings, I mean, he still has some underhanded dealings going on at
That being said, I'm not worried about it, but I will still recommend a safe distance because plausible deniability.
That's fair. Galt would probably appreciate that level of caution. And are you going to meet him yourself, or or is the rest of the crew joining to meet up and possibly start on potential avenues of interests?
I will tell the party. I will not ask anybody if they want to go except for Rawl. Because I have merchandise that I need Rawl to work on. And
You
also
attach
this
this arm.
merchandise for Rawl.
Cash will tag along just so that way you have a truck, just in case there's more stuff that needs to be.
Oh, I can drive the
trolleyed.
truck.
It's under mine and Ego's name, so one of us has to
The
go.
rents. The
Do, I,
rental.
do you
Yeah, the rental.
need me to pull out my Cloud Car Grand Prix trophy to tell you that I am actually okay driving a fucking truck?
By
I'm
myself.
driving the truck. I'm driving the truck.
I drive a freighter for a living.
I get
Legitimately and illegitimately.
that. I get that. Cash is already in the driver's seat.
I'm insulted.
Deal with it.
Chav is sitting right next to you.
Yep.
You know what? I will correct myself previously. Thank you, Dia. Our Grand Prix trophy, because Chav ran that race with Dia in the co-pilot seat. With
Who
Dove,
managed to
not
keep
Dia.
that-
Dia is here.
And you would have died without Dove.
I
Thank
would
you
have
several times.
absolutely died without Dove.
Oh, we
Child?
remember.
Cav, you can drive the truck if we go back to the yard and you put your chain code down instead of mine. Then you can drive.
How long is that going to take?
In other words, Cash is driving.
Love it. Okay.
All right, but I'm going to complain the whole time.
Cash will quite literally be the worst bickering pilot ever when it comes to the driving this damn truck. And I feel like Roll's gonna have like the longest drive of his life with these two bickering.
Oh yeah.
Joe's just going to sit next to you, and when you're not looking, pull the emergency brake.
Love it.
I'm sorry. And then he would like hit the hard stop and make Chav try to like hit his head on the bumper again.
No, not this time. Fool me once. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Just imagine the rest of the party outside of the truck, just watching the truck go. Cheek.
Yeah, I like to imagine Oho and Dove are just watching them try to dry off as we're having our own coffee. Just
Yeah, that's it. Just
literally just pouring him.
You also forget that Raw can just
Yeah.
turn off everything. So, I mean,
Yeah.
have at it.
Love it. Love the bickering.
Anywho.
So eventually, you guys make it to Blast.
I feel like there's an added 30 minutes. Would have taken like
What-
an
what-
hour.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
like
whoa,
an hour.
whoa.
and a-
I
Uh,
got shit to do, so I'm not going to impede us that badly.
Was a 15-minute drive turned into a 20-minute drive.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys eventually make your way to
Chad would've
Blackspire
done it in 10.
Outpost, and you go to meet. I would assume you would meet Galt in, or no, you're gonna have him land outside Blackspire. That being said, if that's the case, give me a hard perception check to find a suitable enough large clearing for Galt to land his U-wing. I need to get my character sheet out.
Cash, how's your perception?
My perception is not bad. I have tracker's goggles. Additionally, I have survivalist, so I do have some stuff that can help with tracking.
I'm gonna just help
outdo-
you
out-
and give you a boost die.
Okay.
I got 1 and 1. I got a proficiency die and ability die.
Okay. What's the difficulty for a perception check?
Hard difficulty.
Hard difficulty. Okay. Okie dokie. Adding that. Survivalist. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, let's see how I do.
Are you kidding me?
No!
Wait, what are we trying to perceive?
A landing area.
Oh god.
Mm,
Looking at a wide open field? Yeah, man, I don't know where you're gonna fit.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, unfortunately, Batu is a very densely vegetated planet, so a lot of it's heavily forested.
Do y'all have droids of any kind that can help you with like finding a landing pod?
I imagine that we are just driving around looking
Yep.
for a spot, and Chav is just being an asshole the entire time.
distracting.
What about back over there? You know, I mean, I told you, take a left back there at that fucking weird looking tree. But no, you came over here and there ain't shit over here. Listen, you're going to be paying for new brakes on this thing. That's up to you.
I'm not the one who keeps pulling the emergency lever, so if you want to go and take a look around the densely forested area, you're more than welcome to step out of the truck.
Why would I do that? Just let me get in the driver's seat and then we'll fucking be all right.
Why would I do that? Because driving a truck and piloting a freighter is completely different.
Yeah, it's like one of them's more difficult than the other, like the freighter.
Well, I'm sorry that your simplistic skills for piloting is very different to driving.
My god.
Guys, we
imagining
left
this
Tom's
scene.
on, right?
Never
Hey,
imagined that this is how my brother Raul was going to go. But I never knew that this is how he goes into the dark side. It was
See, to add icing to the cake, I imagine this scene. This truck is old as shit, and it's loud. Everyone's got headphones on in order to talk to each other, and Chav's just sitting here shouting on the top of his lungs over the communication.
I feel like Raw in this moment is that audio from fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force with Meatwad in the background, just like, can I go swimming? Can I go swimming? Can I go swimming? While we're
No!
just arguing.
No, meatball. Meatwad.
I guarantee.
Meatwad.
I guarantee you, with Kesh and Chav having that argument, Raul has picked out at least 3 good landing spots.
But he's
The
trying to
entire
tell us.
time. I guarantee it.
Raul, fucking get to it, all right? Give me a moment. Hey, Cash, would you just pull over, look over that, just fucking go on top side, fucking see if you can look over some shrubbery.
If I go topside, we're gonna bump into every single tree that we go into. So if we go this way, it's a bit easier.
Hey guys, just go straight. We're literally 3 clicks from the front door. Just keep going.
You know, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
That's what
No.
you were saying. You didn't say that. You just said go over here, fucking go straight. That's straight as what?
Well, I'm not the one who gave me really shitty directions. Let's just go the way the rules.
Why are you taking directions from me? I don't live here.
I don't live here either, but you don't see me complaining about it.
You
You're just
are
salty 'cause you're
complaining
not in
about
driver's
it.
seat.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yes. Also,
All
I'm
right.
guessing Galt just rolled a perception check of his own and actually succeeded.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
You guys are taking too goddamn long.
The war's over. The second Death Star has been destroyed. Everything's fine.
Everything's grand.
So at
but
this
yeah.
point, you see the shadow casted down from a U-wing flying overhead, kind of circle around and then just dip down into the canopy below, and you get a sense that might be Galt taking up a landing site just outside of Black Spire Outpost. Motherfuckers.
I'm just gonna look at Cash, not say a word, and just gesture in that direction.
By that point, you guys make your way over to where the ship land, and you see as Galt steps out, leading a group of individuals, one of which is recognizable to some of you. The rest, a Gand individual, a Astromech, and a Talz, exit the U-wing, accompanied by a human child, seemingly better kept, well dressed, longer hair, standing by Galt's side, Cade, sorry. Long brown hair, brown eyes, seems to be taken under the wing of Galt at this point to learn the ropes of being a successful black market dealer / smuggler. And Galt sees you guys approach, waving you down. He himself dressed in his iconic blue trench coat with the yellow trim, blaster holster at his side, his long recognizable Debronian horns curling out from the side into like a forward point, and his luscious goatee about mid-chest level or length at this point, and his vibrant yellow eyes just locked in on you as you approach. Huge grin on his face. Ah, good to see you. Welcome. Long time no
Hey.
see.
You made it.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping that you guys would have found a place, but you didn't hear anything from you, so I just found one myself.
Yeah, it's a little bit of professional disagreement.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but I do have good news. I got the goods you were asking for. All we have to do is exchange goods and finance, and a deal's a deal.
Point of order, I said that I would have wired him the credits up
Ooh.
front to both him and Slade because
right.
I
You did forward
trust
it.
their business and they're doing me a huge favor, actually.
That's right. That's right.
Not even like a half now, half later thing. Chav fronted the whole cost.
That's right. That's right. That slipped my mind. So yeah, here's the goods. We got the free arm VX modification. Good choice. A couple of other gizmos, and you're all set to go.
One might say gizmos aplenty.
Indeed. And I'm sure you're taking notice to my crew. Let me introduce you to my new associates here.
Absolutely.
This little gank fellow. Is it gank? Nope, Gand. Gand fellow Goes by the name of Runt. We didn't give him that name. Apparently, that's what his tribe called him. Then we have R4 over here. R4D7. He's our technician. Keeps the ship in running order. And Muscles over
Chev
there.
pauses. I know that it is just a designation, but Chev had an R4 unit. It's not the same one, correct?
No, this one's bright
Okay.
red. Got a bright red paint job, blue trimming, and a glowing red optical lens.
How new's the paint job?
It's got some weather to it. Blaster carbon scoring on some of the frame.
Okay. Just making sure that it wasn't something like, we slapped a coat of paint on your R4 and now it's infiltrating the black market.
And then he points out the Tall's hunter, standing about 8 feet tall, and that's Theo. He's our new hired muscle. And then I'm sure you recognize this little hellion, Cade.
And I think that I do. Going out and about into the world, earning credit for yourself, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. Got after Galt rescued me from that weird guy with the face mask. Didn't have anywhere else to go, so Galt took me under his wing, teaching me the ropes, how to be a. He's 8 years old.
Sounds like a grown ass man. Not talking about like a voice acting kind of deal, but just like I was like, well, you know, teaching me the ropes, everything's fine. I got a
He's
pension.
been through a lot.
He's been through a lot.
Almost got killed on Bespin. Now he's
Dude's
learning how to
just surviving.
I mean, he ran his crew back on Bespin. He was the decided leader.
Yeah, the
Does
mad
he see
guy.
Raw, by the way?
That's a good point. Let's see if he takes notice. Are you not making yourself visible, or what?
I mean, I'm in the back. I'm not making myself obviously known.
Yeah. He does spy you.
Okay.
Kind of gives you a nod. But more so remaining at Galt's side. Seems to be a little more disciplined at this point. Paying attention to Galt's dealings, learning what he can. Galt seems to be mentoring him pretty well, and he's grown a little bit since you last seen him. A little taller, a little more disciplined, a little more focused.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is not the child that Rawl tried to maim, correct?
No, this is the kid that
Okay.
you guys rescued or hired as informants while you guys were on
Right.
Bespin or on Cloud City.
Right. Okay.
But he doesn't have his network anymore, so he can't really function as an informant anymore.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. If he doesn't have his network anymore, does that affect Oho and Rawl's negotiation checks, doing outward business?
That was
I mean,
that was specifically for interacting with street urchins.
Oh, okay.
So I gave you that bonus for whenever you guys dealt with street urchins, but you guys haven't encountered any as of late.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind.
But yeah, Kate's pretty cleaned up and looking sharp.
Chad would nod. He would look over the hall of everything, and he would point to the VX hands-free mod and just go, "Get your hands on another one of these. You let me know."
That's a little hard number to come by, but if my nets manage to catch it, You'll be the first on my list.
Gotcha there. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Anything else? Gonna probably hit on the comms really quick. Just be like, you guys want me to ask him to keep his ear to the ground for anything?
I mean, take a look at my current stock. I came with some goods on hand. If you,
Well, you betcha. If it's different than what you sent before.
oh, it is different.
Oh, gimme.
That'll be in the Edge of the Empire thread. His inventory,
click.
but we can discuss that later. But yeah,
Nope, we can discuss it right now. No, I'm kidding. I might actually grab that right up top. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, he leads you to his ship and slaps a side panel, and you watch as this display case kind of unfolds out from one of the side panelings, and you see a wide assortment of gear. Cash, you immediately recognize another compound bow, but this one of Krellian make. And some other cool gizmos in there.
There's a particular throwing dagger I'm looking at right now.
But yeah, he just runs you through the
Oh boy.
the shopping list and gives you a quick rundown. But yeah, any potential interests, or let me know after the session, and we'll talk about costs and what he would have had the quantity of each item. And then
Oh man.
after that, closes up shop. As always, it's a pleasure doing business with you. And if you need anything from Renowned Industries, just let me know.
You got it, boss. Thank you once again.
No worries. All right, pack it up, boys. Let's go. And with that, they all get back onto the U-wing and make their way out of the sector.
All right. On our way back, Chav is going to show Rawl what he wants him to work with, which is adding the utility arm mod to the ISB naval flight suit that he has, which I know is probably like a time-consuming process and probably can't happen in the back of a moving vehicle, especially as it is constantly like having the brakes slammed on either by Chav or Kesh. But which, if it did happen in the back of this truck, Chav would stop the shenanigans because now it benefits him.
Smoother enough ride on the way back, but yeah, you guys got some goodies at your disposal, and yeah. Now that all that's left is preparations and contacts for the rescue op, another rescue op, if you will.
Another one.
Another one.
Kesh, you get a transmission back from Voidfire Command. They have assets moving. It's going to be a couple days, but once they're in position, they'll notify you, and they'll be able to proceed from there. So, you know that you got. They gave you an estimate of, let's see, they would have been there. So let's roll a die, see how many days it would take. They give you an estimate of 7 days before the assets will be in place. Which gives you guys time to prep other means to take on this op. And go shopping.
How's the drive back? I feel like Oja and Dove would have been sort of waiting to see whether the actual truck comes back in one piece.
Oh, it comes in one piece. It's just every now and then, like every, I think, 2 minutes, you just hear the. It just keeps going, and it stops.
We
It keeps
hear
going.
you before you actually.
Yeah,
show up.
yeah.
That drivetrain is going to be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Guys putting extra wear and tear on that thing. But yeah, you guys make it back to the pop-up outpost at Hondo's ship, and by this point, you guys see Hondo's crew begin to start breaking down the outpost in preparation for relocation, and they, for the most part, work around you guys as you guys are kind of localized in one space within the camp, but barricades are being broken down, paneling is being stacked and palleted and loaded onto the ship, and you get a sense that these guys are going to be moving here by the end of the day.
Do relay to everyone the rebel assets that will be here in 7 days' time to help with the rescue operations. Gives us plenty of time to get the manifest for the cargo, the shipyard layout, the cargo container sizes, Black Sun to Emperor potential response time, potential collateral damage that is acceptable or non-acceptable, etc., etc., etc.
All right. So, you guys have 7 days to try and extract them all at the same time with rebel assets. You guys could potentially take on micro missions to rescue portions of the slaves at a time. That would be the two potential avenues of approach to handling this situation. Hondo, thanks you guys for bringing the gear. That stuff already got packed away and ready to, for ship, packed away for the crew. And payment had already been processed, so that's already been taken care of. So yeah, you guys have anything else you guys want to take care of before making your way back to Blackspire Outpost, or any conversations that need to be held? With
Dove would specifically caution them against considering micro operations to the slaves in general, because from her point of view, better to hit them all at once and make it look like an accident that we thought something different was being transported. If we're targeting parts of them at a time, then it looks intentional. Then it looks like someone knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want that to happen.
That's fair. All right. Well, there's plenty of options, or plenty of opportunities to pull this off all in one go. You can wait for the rebel assets to pull it off, or you can arrange transport planet side and just have the rebel transports meet up at some point. You don't want to risk the time in between. That being said, the journey ahead from rescuing shipments of slaves being shipped off world to the intended destination of the rescue operation on Balsavas is paved with long. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It follows along a long line of tasks. There we go. Where the rest of this journey is going to go is to be diced, and we'll come back next week with a continuation of this operation. Don't go. We appreciate you guys tuning in to tonight's episode. Thank you for all your support, and we will see you guys next time on To Be Diced Adventures.